Hola chicos, today I'm going to be talking about sentences, fragments, and run-on sentences. So we're going to learn a little bit about what entails a sentence, what is a part of a sentence, what a sentence fragment is, and how to not have sentence fragments, and what is a run-on sentence and how to not have those as well. So we're going to go down to what is a sentence. So in a sentence, you have a group of words that it contains at least a subject and a predicate. So a subject is like a noun who tells what the sentence is about. The predicate is a verb. So each sentence has to have at least a subject and a verb. And there's 4 types of sentences. A declarative, which is a statement, like an opinion. A command, which is an imperative. So go to your room. A declarative statement is I like to go to the mall. An exclamatory is a sentence with an exclamation. Sorry. So that is more like, hey, how's it go? Or hey, wow. And an interrogative, which you were learning in Spanish last week in your la cadena alimenticia, is a question. So that's a question one. So what is a sentence fragment? It's an incomplete sentence. It does not express a complete thought. It's either missing the subject, the noun, or the predicate, the verb. Some sentence fragments look like sentences, so you have to be careful. For example, we're running errands. So this is missing the subject. Who is running the errands? Who is going to do the errands? Well, the adults were running the errands. The predicate, the verb, is were, to be, right? Or in Spanish, ser o estar. This one is an example. The new comedy movie. So this is missing the verb, the predicate. So the new comedy movie is playing at the theater. So it needed this is here, the verb, ser in Spanish, to make it a sentence. There's something called compound sentences, when 2 sentences are combined correctly using a comma and a conjunction. So remember last week we were learning about conjunctions like and, but, is, okay? So this is an example. We ate pizza, comma, and we drank soda. We ate pizza is a complete sentence. We drank soda is also a complete sentence. So we have the subject, which is we, and also a noun here, and the action verb, the predicate, ate and drank. So those are 2 complete sentences, but you can join complete sentences with a comma. Since they are combined using a comma and the word and, it is a compound sentence, meaning that there's a conjunction and, bringing those 2 sentences together. So you can have compound sentences that are correct. Conjunctions. A conjunction is a word used to connect sentences. A way to remember coordinating conjunctions, which are used to run on sentences, is by using the acronym FANBOYS. So these are the different conjunctions. So F for, A and, N nor, B but, O is or, Y is yet, and S is so. So if you think of fanboys, you'll be able to think of all the different types of conjunctions. If you are adding a coordinating conjunction to a run-on, you must use a comma if the 2 sentences are both complete sentences, which we just went over. So we went to the store, comma, and we brought groceries. So you see how the comma is before the conjunction. You do not add a comma if one sentence is complete and the other is not. Okay, so this is not so we went to the store and brought groceries. You wouldn't have a comma here because this is not a complete sentence. Brought groceries cannot be a standalone sentence, right? It doesn't have the subject, the person, or the noun. Or it has the verb, but it's not a complete sentence. So you wouldn't put a comma here. So what is a run-on sentence? A run-on sentence is two or more sentences incorrectly combined. So we walked in the store and we bought some groceries. In order to fix a run-on, you can do two things. Make the sentence a compound sentence by adding a comma and a conjunction between the two sentences. So we walked in the store, comma, and we bought some groceries. Or you can break the sentences into two sentences. We walked in the store, we bought some groceries. So do you see how run-on sentences are sentences that just kind of like go on and on and on and on, but they don't have the correct use of a comma or punctuation. So in order to fix them, you can add a comma and a conjunction, or break them into two separate sentences. So let's practice. So let's first practice by simply identifying the sentence, fragment, compound sentence, and run-on. So mom is cooking chicken for dinner and she is cooking rice. So that is a run-on sentence, meaning it's going on and it's not the grammar, the commas aren't in the right place. So in order to change this, we would need to put a comma here. Mom is cooking chicken for dinner, comma, and she is also cooking rice. So as you can see, these are two sentences because they have a verb, the predicate, and the subject, mom, she. So they could be two standalone sentences, or you could add the comma like we just went over. So this is a sentence fragment, the movie theater. Why is it a sentence fragment? Because it's not a complete sentence. Because it doesn't have, in this case, a subject or a pronoun. A subject could be either a noun or a pronoun. So it doesn't have who's going to the movie theater. The noun is the movie theater, but it doesn't have the predicate, the verb. So you would say something like, the movie theater is fun to go to. So is would be the verb. The boys played in their fort. So this is a sentence. This is a sentence because it's talking about the subject and it has a verb, predicate. This is a compound sentence because it's bringing these two sentences together. So like this run-on sentence will eventually turn into a compound sentence, meaning there's two sentences together. My brother lives in San Francisco, comma, but he is coming to visit us next month. Okay, so this has the comma before the conjunction. One of the words from fanboy, right? The B stands for but. We're at the grocery store. So this is the verb, this is the noun, but they need to put the apostrophe here because it's we are, right? What are you doing at the grocery store? We're at the grocery store to buy groceries. We're at the grocery store. We can't talk right now. So you want to add this together because it doesn't make sense on its own. So I'd like you to pause the video and look at these and see if you could try these on your own. And then Senora will go over them. Okay, welcome back. So this one is, we had fun at the fair. It rained for a long time. So this is a run-on sentence. It doesn't have a conjunction. It can be two sentences on its own. We had fun at the fair. It rained for a long time. So you could fix this comma, this run-on, by adding a period here and making it two. But you could also put, we had fun at the fair, comma, but it rained for a long time. Or, and it rained for a long time. This one, number 2, attended school last week. Well, this is a fragment. It's not a complete sentence. Who attended school last week? Attended is the predicate, the verb. You would put something in front of it like I, my brother. You need to indicate who attended school. At the store the other day. This is another fragment. It's not a complete sentence. Who was at the store the other day? The same as this one, right? Like, my mom was at the store the other day. So there's no verb here either. So this one is a run-on. My homework was easy, period. It took me 20 minutes, period. Those could be two sentences, but you could also write in and, but, another one of the conjunctions here. My homework was easy, comma, and it took me 20 minutes. We listened to music and we danced around the room. So this is a run-on in a sense because the comma isn't there. These are two standalone sentences again, but you need to have the comma here to indicate that it is a complete sentence without, and it's not a run-on. It indicates two different thoughts. So I hope that this helps you with your writing this week, and enjoy your writing on the newspaper article.